I'm Azreen. Thank you for stopping by. This is the September vlog, and in September Malaysia already reached 80% of adult vaccination rate, and the lockdown was finally being lifted, and the cases are slowly improving from more than 20,000 cases to below 10,000 cases daily. And also, as I'm editing this intro, in the mid of October, there is already more than 90% of adults population are now fully vaccinated, which is a huge success for our country. And since the lockdown was lifted, we spent a lot of time outdoor. It is very hot lately, but I try to enjoy the moment, and I enjoy the time because we've been in the lockdown for the past 6 months. So we are so glad it is finally over and we can go out. And what else, I also changed my glasses. After 5 years of wearing the same clear rim glasses, my right eyes got a little bit worse than before, so I couldn't really see clearly, and so I got a new glasses with a new power lens prescription. And yeah, so this is my new look, I guess. Okay, enough of that. Let's watch the vlog, and thanks for being here. Hello, this is voiceover Azreen. Let me try to explain what I'm doing here. This is just a packing process for all the orders that I received during Animangaki online. This year, we still couldn't do real-life events, so I decided to join 2 online events, the Animangaki in August and the Cup KL soon in November. This is some of the extra items that I added for the September Patreon reward. I forgot to shoot for the reward itself, but I only have the packing process of it. I'll add the YouTube link to the illustration process of this reward if you're interested to watch it. This is a purchase that I made from Bunga Bintang shop. I've been wanting her fabric mask since early this year, and I finally bought it this month. The first mask is the pastel colored with flower pattern, and the second one is the black colored one with a small tiger pattern. I tried both, and I think I like the black one better because it is comfortable to wear and there is a space between my face and the mask to breathe. I've been wearing this mask so much since I got it. I will share the link to her website if you are interested. This is my entry for IKEA Malaysia 25th anniversary competition in September. I decided to join for fun alongside other 1,500 entries. The theme I chose for this illustration is iconic items in our country, like the national flower, the hibiscus, or we call it Bunga Raya. I also added the biggest flower in the world, Rafflesia, because we have those. Then our national animal, the Malayan tiger, our national bird, the rhinoceros hornbill, and also added the wow, the curries, our spices, the moon as the symbol of our national religion, and also 14-pointed star that symbolizes the unity of our states and the federal government. For the colors, I chose the IKEA official branding color and also the colors from our own Malaysian flag. I really enjoyed the process, and I'm glad that I make an effort to enter the contest because I really do. Today I am doing a little book haul, pre-loved book haul. I don't really usually buy any physical books nowadays, but I was searching for classic literature. Then someone contacted me through Instagram and she said she wants to sell her books. So yeah, these are all the books that I bought from her, and then these are books that I borrowed from her. So yeah, it is quite a lot, right? And yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy because I managed to get this for quite cheap, because I've been searching for pre-loved book for quite a while, like since last year. And then she sold me these books that I've been searching for, so I'm really happy for that. So first one is this one, Bringing a Baby by Pamela Druckerman. It's about French parenting. I already read this one last week, and then I'm going to let my friend borrow this book. So yeah, I read this one. And then the next one is by Alain de Botton. I'm not sure I'm saying his name correctly, but I've been following his YouTube for a while, and I quite like all his topic. So I also have several of his books, and I've been searching for essays in love and also the constellation of philosophy. And then yeah, this book is still wrapped. It is a new book, but she sold it for really cheap, and I am very thankful for that. So I'm going to read these two books later. And then also the story of philosophy. And then, so these are the books that I've originally been searching for, books by Yukio Mishima, and also by Fyodor Dostoevsky. And then so she sold me The Sailor Who Fell from Greece with the Sea, and also The Sound of Waves. But I think she only borrowed this one to me because she has not read this one yet. But yeah, she sold me this one. I'm curious about this book, but yeah, I'm also going to read this later. And then Notes from Underground and the Double. I only read his short story, not a long classic yet. So this is Crime and Punishment. It's a really thick book. I don't know when I will start reading this one because it is really thick. It is a huge commitment, but yeah, I really want to read this one. And then these are the books that I borrowed from her. These two books are by Naoki Higashida. I've been searching for these two books, the pre-loved books one, but I couldn't find it. So suddenly she wants to let me borrow these two books, so I'm really thankful again. So currently I'm reading this one. It is about autism, and also this one, also about autism. See, this is a really nice cover. And the last two books are books by Hanya Yagihara, A Little Life, and then also The People in the Trees. These are also two thick books. I am curious about Hanya. Yeah, it is a thick book. A lot of people have been talking about A Little Life, and then it is a really miserable book. So I'm also curious about A Little Life. But yeah, let us see. I don't know when I will read these books because it is quite thick, but I borrowed it, so I have to read these 4 books as soon as possible. And then yeah, cannot keep it for too long, right? So yes, these are all the books that I borrowed, and let me push it here. And then these are all the books that I bought, second-hand books and some new books.